DFES define learning outside the classroom as the use of places other than the classroom for teaching and learning. The DFES also believe that every young person should experience the world beyond the classroom as an essential part of learning and personal development, whatever their age, ability or circumstances. Ofsted support this as they advocate learning outside the classroom as it offers children first-hand experiences of learning. They believe that this can help make subjects more vivid and interesting for pupils and enhance their understanding. This is supported by the theory put forward by Piaget that children construct their concepts based on experiences. Therefore, hands-on learning, such as learning outside of the classroom, provides opportunities for creativity through constructivism. Kolb's experimental learning cycle shows the cycle of how children learn from their experimentations, experiences, observations and reflecting. The cycle shows that children should do, observe, think and plan, which are concepts easily adapted to working outside of the classroom. Rickinson et al. Argues that learning outside of the classroom offers learners opportunities to develop their knowledge and skills in ways that add value to their everyday classroom experience when properly conceived, adequately planned, well taught and effectively followed. This learning theory is also supported by Neighbours, Edwards and Murray, who argue that children learn by doing and that they remember what they have personally experienced. Taking children outdoors makes these learning experiences more memorable, as expressed by Waite and Ree.
Scoffham identifies STEM building as an activity that provides pupils with the opportunity to develop interpersonal skills, deepen their sense of place, and engage with their surroundings. Scoffham further advances that creating a shelter for animals, real or imaginary, can be both enjoyable and engaging. Creative play when children change their surroundings makes use of slow pedagogies according to Payne and Witchell, allowing children to pause and think in spaces, developing their space of belonging, a strategy often adapted by forest schools. Lindsay and Clark suggest that peer assessment enables children to be partners in the teaching and learning process, raising their self-esteem, therefore giving them more responsibility within their learning and building their confidence. Warwick and Dawes argue that thinking aloud as a group can stimulate creative reasoning, highlighting another benefit of peer work outdoors. However, Black and William consider that lower self-esteem is a negative impact of assessment. In practice, children may not fully understand the criteria and judge partners' work based on presentation or social groups, rather than the success criteria. To overcome the issue, it is important that children are aware of the success criteria and the process of evaluating work. This reflects the national curriculum, which states in design and technology children should be taught to critique, evaluate and test their ideas and the work of others.
Scoffham argues that the concept of the compass can be brought to life in creative ways, and the geographical skills in both the current and new national curriculum highlight the importance of locational features and reading maps. This shows an in-practice example of using maps and compasses to problem solve, and Jessen further extends the view that problem solving is crucial to creativity.
Waite and Ree argue that adult memories from childhood often include references to the outdoors, demonstrating that outdoor learning in school is a crucial part of development that impacts life beyond the school environment. This is supported by the DFES, who further extend the view that out-of-the-class experiences are often the most memorable, and that these opportunities for learning help children to make sense of the world around them. Ofsted advocate that positive, memorable experiences and rich opportunities for high-quality learning contribute to pupils' achievement and to their spiritual, moral, social and cultural development.
Neighbours, Edwards and Murray highlight that trips can also increase children's knowledge and understanding of the world in which they live in. This is supported by Ofsted, who state that learning outside of the classroom makes an important contribution to students' physical, personal, social and academic development.
These videos demonstrate an example of taking the learning outside at a historical event and its surroundings.
The national curriculum states that history learning should inspire pupils' curiosity to know more about the past. Taking children to the real-life setting of a historical event can have a greater impact on children's learning than staying inside the classroom. Turner Bissett advances that the dramatic setting can greatly enhance the atmosphere and engage the children's imagination, ultimately developing their creativity.
Taking learning outside of the classroom can accommodate for the varying learning styles because it provides visual, auditory, and kinesthetic opportunities. Importantly, these activities ensure all children can access the learning outside of the classroom, as supported by Casper and Haven, who state that understanding and promoting opportunities for these learning styles is a key component of effective teaching, promoting a creative engagement for all learners. Jessen argues that learning outside of the classroom caters for kinesthetic learners through the employment of role-play and drama opportunities, stressing that these experiences do not need to be extensive but appropriate and of value. Turner-Bissett further contributes to this argument, adding that role-play is significant in developing understandings of characters from the past, allowing children to be innovative and creative in their learning. Furthermore, Kolb's experiential learning cycle demonstrates how, by experiencing the history in real setting, promotes curiosity and engagement within history.
Bilicki argues that students are more motivated when learning outside of the classroom. This is supported by Ofsted, who found that outdoor experiences bring subjects alive, igniting children's interest and develop their creativity. We have found in practice that children extremely enjoy learning outdoor environments, and as Gaia Binney argues, enjoyment fosters creative learning.
According to Ofsted, some pupils view learning outside of the classroom as an extra or a special treat. However, in their research, Ofsted comment that outdoor learning should be integrated as evidenced through long-term curricular planning, relevant outdoor experiences. They should be regular and valuable in developing the children's creativity and innovation.
Lowe argues that predicting issues is a priceless skill, and this type of activity provides the children with the opportunity to work as a team and problem solve. Crumrin and MacDonald advocate that taking risks is a key aspect of creativity, and Edmondson further extends the view that children should learn from failure. Therefore, activities such as these should allow the children to trial an idea and learn from their mistakes, allowing their creativity to blossom. However, Edmondson evaluates this, stating that it must be organised, concept-specific and in a safe learning culture.
Kinder and Barrett suggest that the Department for Education has negative impacts upon learning due to the in-depth procedures required to plan a visit, discouraging teachers from taking the learning outside of the classroom. Bound develops this argument, suggesting that risk assessments are a drawback of outdoor learning because they can be time-consuming and tedious. Nevertheless, numerous authors in both academics such as Scoffham and policy such as Ofsted evaluate that their importance outweighs the time constraints.
Becchetto and Kaufman refer to creativity as being able to think outside of the box, being imaginative and coming up with original ideas. Newton and DeSalle argue that creative thinking is a cross-curricular skill to be embedded across all subjects. This is supported by various authors such as Ofsted, Jessen and Crumrin and MacDonald because it provides the opportunity for traditional subject barriers to be crossed, ultimately creating more purposeful and meaningful learning for the children and further opportunities for creativity.
Barkey argues that the opportunity for constructivism is employed when learning outside of the classroom because the experiences are rich and abstract knowledge is transferred into concrete concepts.
Scoffham concludes that out-of-the-classroom experiences are hugely beneficial in providing meaningful experiences and demonstrating ideas in practical ways. Ultimately, the cross-curricular employment of out-of-the-classroom learning develops creativity as evidenced throughout. Although there are some issues with taking learning outside, we have shown how to overcome these limitations to ensure creativity is developed with your class. We hope you provide the children in your class with broad, exciting and valuable experiences to cultivate their creativity by taking them out of the classroom and developing their learning using various techniques.